in this game, but it might be. So let's get right into it, I guess. FlyQuest versus PSG qualification match. Losers winner goes ahead into stage 2. Loser packs it home and cries, really, especially if it's FlyQuest, which, I mean, as we know it is, because I literally woke up, checked the Leaguepedia, and I saw a 2-0 and I thought, what the fuck is that? Like, what the hell is that shit? How does that even happen? So, alright, I mean, alright, let's see, it's Lee Sin. So, Inspired's Lee is basically banned all the time by Ari, Talia, Wukong. Wukong really early on. That's 380 junglers already gone. And Xin Zhao was like kind of like a priority pick and a good pick for Zhongjia in finals. And it was actually enough to sway FlyQuest to ban it last time in the series. And like all 80s are open. Like Kallista's open, Lucian's open, Varus is open. Literally everything's open. They got what, Quadra killed by Jensen Ori? I mean, his Ori was fine. It wasn't like crazy or anything like that. It just like passively won.
I mean, you're looking at a potential, as you rightly said.
Azir's open, Acel counters into it. I mean, like there's Varus first pick, but so they can take. I mean, we'll see how it goes. Nautilus is open. Senna. I mean, if they do Senna Nautilus, I think that's a lot more obnoxious. But then they'll do Varus Renata as an answer. So they always have a support answer to whatever the Senna wants to do. They also don't have to take their partner with Senna yet, which probably would be preferable. You have two options literally only, but like, you know, Azir priority. I mean, like, what are they going to take a priority mid now? Or are they going to take their priority 80 jungle? Personally, honestly, like, I don't know if Maple can actually drop his champ pool, which is like the only obnoxious thing. And of course, Zhongjia has actually a lot more options besides just trying to get the stapled Xin Zhao, so. Oh, I mean, there's technically Rumble up, but like, I mean, there's no case for them ever picking it at 2. So they're gonna take the Nautilus away. Okay, so now, yeah, like he said, it's gonna be a Renata return pick. Like, that's for sure gonna happen. And then you're probably gonna take your priority mid because the mid pool is pretty shit. And it's like you, I guess you just take Azir here. Like, what else are you gonna do? Technically, Urgot's open, and even though he, like, I'll admit, Whippo was an absolute god on Urgot. I mean, I don't think mid can just drop their pool. I mean, I guess he has LeBlanc. Actually, I don't know if he plays LeBlanc. It takes Azir, LeBlanc, he doesn't play Acel. I don't think he plays anything. I don't think he plays anything else. I mean, he can play Corki, I guess. Does he have a third pick? I'm not playing Annie into that shit, I know that. I don't think he has a third pick. And it is... Oh my god! They actually took it! Wait, I mean, look, I know this pick was so OP. Like, it was obviously OP versus these guys, like all these guys, technically, but isn't this guy fucked now? Isn't he, like, really fucked in this game? Because if I see Urgot, I mean, there's just like, I mean, you're just gonna choose a whatever pick into it at this point, right? I mean, you also could play TF. I mean, if he plays TF, that'd be sick. TF would be really good too, actually. So it's either he's taking like his counter pick into this now, which, I mean, like, literally all I can think of is like TF as like a true like counter to Urgot. Also, keep in mind, like, you know, Urgot can farm and like get ahead, but like, also, technically, it's not like the champion's OP by any means. It's just because he did well versus them. The champion's not actually OP. Azir is really, like, Azir, Senna with the range is really fucking annoying for this guy. I feel like you for sure you take your priority mid.
And they're just gonna blind pick it right now.
Even game 1, you talked about it being 100%. A close series.
It just makes sense, because like what else are they gonna do?
Yeah, very comfortable blinding it again. Let's see what Aj's answer is this time around. I still feel like those Zin is so good, especially when you have a Senna to back it up.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're gonna take a Zir. So now what the fuck does Jensen play? I assume you ban LeBlanc. I guess I'm just assuming he has a LeBlanc, or maybe you ban Corki or something. Because keep in mind, when you do this kind of draft, now it's just like all for the one shot. So if he's going for all for one shot, what would be a good Sejuani's priority? Seju's priority? Maokai? Mr. Maokai? They might not even ban, like, they probably won't even ban mids, honestly. Because it's kind of like, if they ban, like, jungles and just get the best jungle matchup, that's probably, like, way better. So Maokai is, like, a pretty reasonable ban, especially for, like, their champions. Seju's, like, a priority pick. Wukong's already banned. I don't know, man. We're gonna see. I feel like this is already like they already put those in like a scuffed situation. And FlyQuest can't really ban junglers, because if they ban junglers, like they would only ban like a really OP counter jungler. Oh, there it is, a Seju ban. Oh no, they know. TF. Okay, that's very obvious. Good. I mean, I'm glad they at least acknowledge that they need to ban TF versus the Urgot. Oh man, I'm actually sweating now. Oh no! They ban Xin themselves, so what are they fishing for? What did I say? Seju, Maokai? There's no way they're gonna pick Maokai themselves. There's no way. They would have been fine taking like... I don't want to put... Actually, they might pick Maokai themselves. They actually might, because... Maokai does great into Renata, because you're not forcing yourself into that champion. And you don't want to play like that either. Oh, fuck. Shit. Oh, shit. Udyr. I guess. Viego? Why do I feel like I don't give a shit about Viego being picked? But they're just trying to take away picks from him. I mean, that's fine. I mean, okay, so I'm picking Maokai. I'm picking Maokai and what? Not fucking Zillion. Fuck that champion. Maokai Corki, call it a day. But then you have triple, like... I mean, Urgot's not exactly like a ranged carry, but it's a very weird... These are very weird. Technically, you could play LeBlanc, and it actually seems semi-decent then. Maokai LeBlanc, and then you have a lot of fat AoE that runs at them. They have like literally no frontline. They basically have to pick Cassante into that stuff, or else like they're kind of really screwed. Like what else am I not thinking of? He doesn't play Acel, I know that. And would I like to play Acel anyways? Actually, not really. No. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the champs that I have in my head. Technically, okay, technically, is it actually the best? I mean, technically, Lux is also good here. No one plays it, but it's actually technically good just because you're playing one-shot comp with Urgot. Let's see what they draft, though. Oh, not Zillion, not Zillion. Okay, so Maokai, beautiful. I mean, this is like literally priority pick. Again, I thought they should have taken this, because if they took as like Viego something, I think their comp looks way worse. So great, they got Maokai. That literally saves so much of the draft. Tristana, I mean, that's not bad. Actually, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Wait. Still not that bad. I forgot about that champion, actually. Completely forgot about the Hui champion. And then they take a Rumble with this. Which, I mean, to be fair, honestly, that's what it's not really that big of a deal to me. The Udyr is like a little... I mean, maybe the Udyr ban's actually not. I'm not sure, but this draft actually turned out better than I expected. But I think, again, if PSG actually, like, decided to ban or pick the Maokai, I think FlyQuest is just in such a shittier position. Like, I don't know, maybe these guys don't know how to cook up an 80 pick top that's just, like, I mean, the 80 pick is gonna sack anyways, no matter what. That's not named TF into Urgot, so, like, they wanted something that actually fights the Urgot and can win versus it. For FlyQuest, it looks like they're gonna lane swap. No wards scouted out. It's a blind swap. E-wards, it's not a good tell yet. And they're swapping. Now here's the thing, and here's a really important thing. One, these champions want to fight them. That's like the first thing I can say. So that's a given. He wants to fight him. Like, Rumble doesn't want to be in a lane swap situation, technically. Like, he actually wants to use his early strength and, like, fight people. So, if he wants to fight him, and they want to fight him, why are we lane swapping? Like, also, keep in mind, Senna is, like... The reason why Senna is, like, particularly OP right now is because of lane swaps. Like, the way the map goes is... If she just gets a free hit bot and gets souls from farming like a AFK top laner, because again, the top laner is literally AFK in this sense, then after they base, they swap up and the Senna gets to eat the grubs. And even if you get the dragon, who gives a shit? Like, the Senna's gained 1 billion souls and getting really fed, and this is going to be really problematic. And also, keep in mind, lane swaps are technically not the best for Urgot because he wants levels for his passive. So all in all, like, I feel like I would not ever do this, and if they opted to lane swap, I would be like, whatever. Like, it is what it is. But FlyQuest opting to do it just seems really weird. Like, just odd. Alright, well, let's see how it goes. So, last time, and so Whippo did this exact same thing, by the way. So, he helped Leash, which is a little bit different, but the last time he was literally in lane, getting XP, so he could be level 2, and then they 2v3, 2v4, defended the play. Now, Jensen's getting good trades on mid, so it's not like they're gonna really have, like, avenue to really just do a dive, so they're not even, like, aiming to do it, as you can tell. At least I don't think that, like, I doubt they're gonna do it. Like, with Urgot having E, it's way too dangerous. But here's the thing. Senna hitting him is technically getting you gold. Like, when Senna just hits Urgot and gets a soul, she gets stats and gold. Like, it's literally gold. So, hopefully they kill, you know, Rumble, who has a stacked wave against them, and Woody is staying bot. Like, Woody, like, never decided to go upwards, and he really can't because, you know, I mean, he's the carry. And Senna technically should not leave. Senna needs to farm. So, yeah, no one can really defend this guy. I mean, we'll see. Like, technically, if the Rumble gets put behind enough, maybe this is fine in the end, but yeah, you usually don't swap into the, like, swap away from the Senna if you have a good, like, pair. Interesting. So they actually use the Nautilus TP to defend this. Could they have still killed him in the time frame? Inspired has phase rush. Flash W. Lucio, I think they still kill him, by the way. Like, I'm almost certain Inspired actually could maybe get out of this if he starts it. And then Nautilus TP'd for nothing, and then Rumble has the TP bot. Well, Rumble wouldn't TP bot anyway. I mean, I guess they might do the switch at that point, but I'm pretty sure they actually could kill him in that 3-4 second time frame. Pretty sure. Especially Masu being level 3 with full procs. But, well, I mean, they share XP, but, like, the Rumble, like, doesn't die, and the Viego full cleared, so he actually has a really good clear, and he's just gonna do the same thing again. The Senna is rolling off bot because, like, can't really do much alone, and then he gets the fest with Jensen a little bit, so Jensen's like, oh, okay, whatever. Now, okay, keep in mind, it's actually really nice that Jensen, is outplaying like Maple. This guy eats. Oh man, he gets to eat 2 full crashing waves, so that really helps him. Yeah, there's an XP dip because he's sharing XP and Blippo's been solo the entire time. And now naturally here comes the Senna rotating up top because naturally they want to have the grubs. He's doing the dragon though. Ooh, that. Oh, this is gonna be so interesting, man. I love this. So, okay, I want to go back from here. So, the Urgot finishes this, and naturally Maokai is finishing out his clear, right? Like, especially because, like, you know, he identifies that, you know, the bot camps are up. Since we took them, I'm gonna finish these, do these, I'm gonna base, then I'm gonna go up towards top. You know, that's where my dual lane is. I'm gonna do whatever camps I have there, and then I'm gonna force, like, do the grubs. Janjia has just been farming. He's done absolutely nothing for his team. No looks like Inspire did on top side. So there's been nothing delayed, so he takes the dragon, and he's kind of just chilling. Now, the upside here is that FlyQuest is, in fact, getting the grubs, which is, like, an advantage. Like, it is for sure an advantage for them. And this is now, like, just okay for, like, PSG. Like, this is not nearly as good as you would hope. And now I'm also curious, because even though they're doing the grubs, I'm so curious, because even though they're doing the grubs here, they have mid push. And they're building a top wave. So, I'm pretty sure the second I see this dragon is gone here at 556, he channels base, that's 8 seconds, or he has to cross through mid. If he crosses through mid, you're going to see it 100%. Jensen drops a ward mid. You probably should try to dive top and zone them versus doing the grubs. I know the grubs are good, but it's like one of these timings where I feel like if you do the grubs, nothing happens. Like, you'll get 3 grubs and that's it. You know, it's an advantage in a sense, but at the same time, because you have mid move, he's level 6, he can move up with your Maokai, going the same position. If this guy doesn't answer the call, then the Rumble has to TP. If the Rumble TPs, then this guy's going to go cover bot, and then your Urgot is going to get even further ahead versus the Rumble, and the Rumble's, like, really fucked. Like, the Rumble's game is, like, in a really bad spot if he's just, like, level 4 to level 7 Urgot. Yeah, that's pretty bad. And, like, you have, I mean, sums are basically all there. Their sums are up as well, but can they actually survive? I mean, you're diving with a Renata, and you have your flashes to, like, properly balance the aggro. It looks good. And if they get zoned and you just hit the plates, like, yeah, this guy will recover, and then maybe he can come top to fight this, but do you actually give a shit if these guys got down, like, a lot? Like, if they get down a lot and this guy TPs too, like, holy shit, it's huge. It's actually huge, but... And everything's aligned, like I said. Like, you literally have knowledge that jungle's on bot side. You have a mid push. You have top building. Urgot can probably just run into the Rumble without care and cancel the TP if necessary, even, because it's level 6 to level 4. What the fuck is the Rumble gonna do? But instead, we let these guys collect top wave for free. We take grubs. I don't like that at all. I really hate that. Like, I feel like a lot of teams, like, it's very easy as the jungler to just be like, oh, let's take the camps, you know? It's really easy. It's a net advantage, but, like, is it? I mean, like, the enemy team is, like, actually has to backpedal a little bit, because even though I didn't like the idea of the swap, it ended up being decent for them. Like, it really did ended up being pretty decent for them. Especially because Junji opted to go into bot and do more of it versus, like, actually, like, going topside just in case. So, yeah, their jungler sacrificed literally nothing, and none of their laners got punished. So, that's crazy. Actually crazy. Are you using an Urgot TP for top at this point? I mean, he finishes this wave out, and yeah, like, it's coming up next. And his camp's kind of aligned with it a little bit. Can't dive it either. Hmm. Okay, well, that didn't really do anything. Got it. I mean, it did give them... Okay, I'll say this. Let's say it didn't do anything. It did technically, like, give them pressure, per se. But right now, in this game... Like, because, like, you know, Inspired, like, finished out these camps, right? And so, like, their bot lane is pressuring. And so, ideally, you know, Inspired could just come in through bot at this point, throw a sapling, let his presence be known, and, like, you're kind of just chilling, you know what I mean? Like, he could even wait to play for the crab, and that way his bot lane can just play more aggro throughout because it's level 6 Varus, level 7 Nautilus, like, you even got the level 6 on Renata, like, everything's looking good. We kind of just go back upwards, so, like, there's no control on bot side, and, you know... I should also mention, I'm saying level 6, level 7 on Nautilus, but Nautilus is top side. Nice job, Brennan, on paying attention. So it's just a Rumble and a Senna, and it's like really nothing. And if you can bait them into a play with like Maokai art coming through, you might be able to get some sums or something like that. Like actually create a situation that you're getting some benefit from, but they don't. So the Rumble just farmed, which is hilarious that the Rumble's able to farm in that situation. And yeah, like yeah. Okay, so Maokai's gonna base. Grubs are coming up in 30 seconds. He's gonna go do his Raptors and he's gonna go into top side. These guys switch their center back up. The Rumble got a nice push bot, so the Sparrows is now collecting. Now they get the grubs. Okay, cool. So the Maokai's like, alright, well, it's already too late to do this shit, so we can't do anything about that. We're gonna play for Dragon. Bot lane's hitting. This time, this guy dies. Interesting. So the grubs are clearly all dead at this timer, which means naturally, yes, they can play on mid. Jensen... He shouldn't die here, by the way. I mean, he should just flash. So Jensen just dies for whatever reason, and it's very apparent that, like, you know, there's two plays that can happen here. They're either going to look topside against Urgot, they're going to hit B. Okay, so there's three plays. They're either going to look top, which is like, it's fine, but the thing is, if they want to fight for Dragon, for instance, and it's a high likelihood that they do want to fight for Dragon, you would expect them to just go through mid. So, and you know, there's a reason why Maokai's literally covering this wave, right? But why would you not, like, why does he hover here? Why does he not just, like, approach from here, just hit the wave this way, and if Azir runs into you, you back off, and then Maokai's there to instantly react. And the Maokai's just running away, by the way. Like, this guy can just press R right now. Press R. If he hit R right now, Jensen doesn't die, by the way. Maokai actually probably could save this guy, and he literally just left him. That's fucking funny, dude. What are you, like, it's bad by Jensen, but also, like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, the Dragon's gone if he dies, so, like, you might as well do something so he doesn't die, but he does literally nothing. That is so funny. Holy shit. I would be so pissed as Jensen. Even if I fucked up initially, I'd be so pissed as Jensen, just being like, dude, you're not even gonna literally try to save me? Are you fucking kidding me? And then, of course, naturally, probably Inspired, like, well, I mean, you're dead anyways. Like, imagine if this guy flashed, like, W-centered you, or, like, you'd be dead. Which is true, technically. Like, if he actually flash W'd him, he is dead. But then they're committing 2 flashes, so it's, like, not the worst, per se. But he gets out, and he's actually... he could save him. I don't know, man. I would be... That alone tells me everything about how this shit's gonna go. Oh god. They might actually get the Dragon anyways, because in the end of the day, they did use a 0R and Senna R. He used triple flashes. Holy! Imagine they used triple flashes and then he actually lived still. God damn. Too bad though. Whatever, he dies. TP's up in 20 seconds. They have no ultis for the fight, so they either pull the Dragon now and just play on Jensen, and, like, you know, they might be able to solve them, and then maybe that becomes problematic. They opt not to, so be it. Rumble's able to push out bot fully, and Jensen TP top. It's gone, they give it up. Okay, so be it. Okay, this is like actually a little aggravating though. So regardless of whatever happens mid, and you know, in the end of the day, it is just one of those cases, I guess, where yeah, he has TP, he's gonna come back, he's gonna live, and be present for Dragons. So like in the end, they're like, well, we burned so much, it is what it is. And of course, naturally, this means Jensen's gonna be a play by Nautilus probably, who's just probably gonna like flash R, flash Q him, something like that, and he's just gonna die. But Urgot bases here to get items to be present for Dragon. Doesn't have TP as B Black Cleaver, right? Why did Jensen TP top? Like Jensen in theory could actually TP bot and just be present on this wave to shove it out real quick, and they still have it. Like, it is true that Nautilus can shove top and then be present for bot side, but because enemy use so many CDs, you're probably gonna assume unlikely they do something here. And honestly, even if they got the second dragon, I don't think I actually give a shit. Mostly because, you know, if I can bait the not TP and they don't have like really good abilities to catch me, this guy's gonna hit the plates. I think what sucks is the fact that Urgot's coming down here. We use Jensen's TP top, and and Jensen rotates all the way down, so now Nautilus gets to shove this out, and you don't have Urgot TP to actually answer top side. So you're losing no waves on PSG side, and you're getting a plate and denying top wave. It's kind of annoying. Like, it's actually kind of obnoxious how much PSG's like scraping up like all this various gold that like FlyQuest is just like letting them have. And if you look at the CS by jungle, by the way, this proves everything that like their jungle is not really trying to make too many plays. He's just farming, and he doesn't actually have to react to any plays done by FlyQuest, because guess what? It's how FlyQuest was in LCS. Like, you know, actually, you know what? This is way worse than how FlyQuest was in LCS, because in LCS, at least FlyQuest's bot lane would be actively trying to make plays, and so they would actually like create a plan around that. But what's been happening at MSI is their mid is getting played on. Like he's getting less help than he used to get, and he's just dying to the plays. Their bot lane, because there's lane swaps and FlyQuest is literally initiating lane swaps, is not able to actually like thrive. And I don't even think Betty and Booty are even that good. So cool. I mean, I guess we don't get that matchup. And so now all that like aggressive plays that FlyQuest may have had is gone. Literally gone. And you know who thrives on that shit? Junji. That guy, like, even though Inspired is a good player, this guy is also a good player. Like, he has a similar sense of like high like camp tempo, and I don't know. I mean, he's really strong. Like, it's just gonna get progressively worse and worse for Inspired, and they don't do anything. And even though I don't like the Viego pick, it's just like, you know what? Maybe in the end of the day, like, PSG's entire plan was like, you know, these guys actually don't really pressure us a lot. I think we should just pick a carry in jungle, and like he will just win. And that actually literally might be why. I don't think the Viego pick's exactly great in their comp, especially with the Rumble. I think their comp's kind of shit. But if this is their strategy and it works versus FlyQuest, then man, that tells you how flawed FlyQuest is as a team. Now, they are committing a... Whippo is committing a TP to kill this guy. I mean, cool, great, he's dead. We used Maokai R for some odd reason, and then... I mean, like, dude, like, how the fuck... Oh my god, this is actually so frustrating to watch. I mean, like, it's cool they killed a Rumble, right? And Jensen didn't have TP. This guy did have TP. So already, like, I don't know, maybe in their heads they're thinking that if they start this, we're gonna lose it anyways. But it's just the idea that Azir can fully shove this, hit the turret, kill this. They get the Herald. And your outcome is that you killed the Rumble, but he killed the wave anyway, so like you have not much to go off of. Like if he was hitting the turret now, because the wave wasn't dead, then this plays like okay. But unfortunately, because of his champion, like it just kind of ruined it. Oh man, this game actually is way more frustrating than I thought. I think it's okay. Like there would be one case of me being frustrated from just the fact of them like just being bad. But I think it's more frustrating in the fact that FlyQuest literally could be winning. They actually could be winning this game because their draft turned out better than expected. And yet... and yet it's not. Oh man, please. Please show me something good, guys. It's not bad. I mean, they have Herald. They have the ability to kind of like force this situation, right? If you look at how the lanes are set up, you know, Azir at this point, like, you know, he crashed it fully. Technically, Jensen should do another wave top. He has TP, Azir doesn't, so, you know, there's no, like, huge, like, non-benefit towards it. If you look at, like, Junjia, this guy goes straight into bot side, and, like, he fishes, gets some damage down, cool, pushed him out a little bit, Rumble gets a hit bot. Nice job by Junjia, but nice job by PSG there. Jensen got the fully push out top. Which way did he walk? 2 wards on Renata. Well, he has 2 wards. At least it's something, right? That was... why? Oh my god, why? Why would he ward this when they can't even control it? He actually should just hold his wards, because right now, none of this does anything. Like, you have 3 people, but you're waiting for Urgot. So it's better to just not ward yet. Hold the wards. Like, this has been a common issue with this guy. Is just his vision play is, like, pretty bad. Like, it's like, I'll be honest, this guy doesn't even look at, like, focus on it. Like, it's just generally bad. For, like, this level, at least. It's bad for this level.
Second time now we're seeing get that deep push off.
Especially because they have saplings, man. Like, he should have just held it. Now they have no vision for this. So this is already, like, a lot more awkward than it should be. Jensen is doing this to get an item? Question mark? Because for me, once Jensen got this pushed in, ideally to me, Jensen should be able to maybe walk the short way and these guys actually meet them. Can they though? They would drop the mid wave. His pathing's fine. So Jensen's here. He should drop the top wave. Like, fuck it, dude. It's 30 seconds at this point. Fuck it. Don't go back top. You can always TP back if necessary. Don't go top. Stay with the team. Because if Jensen's here, now they have Jensen. And maybe this ward actually becomes better in this case if they have Jensen. Because right now, I think these are bad. I think these are bad wards. But if they have Jensen here, he can actually pressure. And it looks better. But he's not. He's not here. What is he doing? Why is he going for the wave top? What does that do for you? Absolutely nothing. Is he actually going to complete a second item? Probably not, because Azir doesn't have a second item even. So, unless like Jensen's getting something good, this doesn't matter. So, FlyQuest should have had better control over the dragon, or at least like partial control before if like PSG just ran in, like there should be some poke damage. But they don't. He pops Malar. Nas should have just Q canceled this. I don't know why Maokai didn't just like Q cancel this. Like he can like sit here for a second. Once it's coming, buffer it with the hook. Buffered, you know, he runs back. If they try to press even further, the Rumble ulti comes down, and then you have good return damage. But actually, did he int to the end? It's a good not hard. He got hit by the roots somehow. No need for Master the Flash. That's good by him. I mean, not bad, honestly. Ooh, Inspired almost fucking died. You know what? They fucked this up, didn't they? This was actually a lot worse for FlyQuest than I thought. Because, for one, you know, it's already too late, right? Like, this is really kind of non-zero play. Like, Renata has to also press R here at this point. Like, I don't know if he's saving his ability. Okay, so R comes out, misses the Viego, so it's too late, which was kind of expected. And the Maokai got... Oh my god! How unlucky is that? So the Senna actually does commit the W, and if Betty turns around and focuses Inspired, like just runs up and just auto-cues him, holy shit, how fucked is Inspired? Like, Inspired actually probably is dead. And if he dies and the vehicle catches up to him, this is, like, really bad. But luckily enough, that didn't turn out that way. PSG didn't play it the best, so... Whoa, I mean, FlyQuest literally just got a kill for free. I mean, I don't know what the fuck I just watched. What the fuck just happened? Hold on. What just happened? What happened after this play? This is shoved out. This is like... I think this is coming back, and this is even. Varus needs the base. He needs the base. He's doing camps. Renata's coming from base. Where's Urgot? I think Urgot's in base too. I think. And Hui's going top. All he bought was a... I think all he bought was a Hex Tech, so he had 1100 gold. That's not gonna make a big difference. That was fucking useless. Good job, Jetson. Dude, Maokai's gonna take a late base with them, though. So Maokai could be full HP, but instead he's like, whatever, like 60%, so be it. And then they immediately run into these guys. They're just overextending. That's fucking wild. Oh my god, that's so wild. That's so wild, because unfortunately this replay doesn't show everything. Because if Jensen's going top, yeah, he's going to start being able to hit it. If he stays on the map, and so here's the only thing. If he based, when could he have based? So he hits B now. So he'll be back in base at 1748, the same as everyone else. He then would be healing real quick, and then you have the gates, so they can easily use the gates to enter here if they want to. Varus could like base a little bit sooner too. So you could double gate this with this push and quickly get the mid push. These guys will probably do the next mid wave, so it's not this wave, it's the next wave. So not this one, it's the next one here. This is the wave you're basically playing on, your timer. Which is possible. Very possible. And someone on their side has to come and defend this. And then someone has to defend topside. Like maybe they do like a TP on topside to recover. But then at that point, you will have these two lanes covered up. And then you will just use Urgot's TP probably to maybe defend this if this guy fully pushes out. So that's how I'm like envisioning the map. And whatever the case that's happening, like, because I don't know how like they moved on the map with this. But obviously the dual lane is like already here. So they must have gated, ran straight into the jungle to try to contest the red or fish for someone. And whatever reason, PSG is just like in their face. Like, I'm not really sure how this happened per se. Really don't. Jensen, he's not a part of this place, just hitting top. Which, you know, like... I mean, Jensen should move. He should at least move just in case. But it's not really his fault, because once this guy is out here, you just need to go. Like, Bwipo's already like pretty low HP anyways. Like, you take the ward, you back off, and it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, they just went too far.
A promising initial pick converts into an overextension from FlyQuest, and they are punished. Maple with the exceptional Azir ultimate secure.
What the fuck? What the hell? Okay. I mean, it saves the turret, which is actually pretty good. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. So, Busio and Bwipo for sure use the portal. Varus is on the mid wave, which is what we talked about, right? This is the wave he's recovering, and then the next wave is the wave you're technically playing on, right? And they would have tempo on that wave. So, for whatever the case is, Rumble is just like here, which is a misread by him. Like he's just here because he's trying to rotate top. So they catch him, which was good. This is good. They caught him. Cool. He had no flash as well. And he even got this guy's flash, and now the play is dead. Yeah, and then they just go too far. It has nothing to do with Jensen, it's just them going too far. Bwipo, your god is back? It's a good, pretty good Renata R. Good Urgot R too. Okay, this guy's caught out. He's getting all this fucking DPS focused on him. Do I think he had to... He's going for it all. I guess it's fine, but... So the only thing with me on this play is once this like turret comes up, his team can't follow him. So even though like Bwipo can do a lot here, no one's following this guy up. So let's just see how this works. He's eating shit. He's eating shit. He killed himself. As very expected. Oh no. Oh no. Here comes the Varus Q. Oh no, 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 no! Oh, oh my god! What the fuck? How do they do that 2 times in a row and it's both on Bwipo? Oh man, dude, the second the Azir turret's up here and your team has no flashes, you're clearly cut off. Why are you committing? Why are you making your team follow you? Maybe he thought he was Thanos and he could just do whatever the fuck he wanted, but I don't think so. I don't know, man. That was fucking tilting. That was tilting as shit to see. Holy shit, back to back. So even though FlyQuest has literally been winning, like in a sense, okay, sorry. I shouldn't say win. God. Oh man. Oh man, I don't know. This is like actually such a tilting game to watch. This is so much worse than them just being fucking morons. Oh. On fucking soul point. It's also very, to be honest, this is actually a pretty rough soul to have. Seeing as how they outrange their, well, you know what? I'm gonna take that back. I was gonna say they outrange their opponents, and in essence, like Senna will eventually, obviously outrange them, but soldiers don't. Like Quay and Varus definitely outrange Azir, and it's just, man, it's just such a rough dragon because you know the attack speed and ability haste, which is really nice for literally everyone, and well, except for Rumble. Well, unless Rumble overheats, but like that's not really like gonna be that important this game. But like that slow, that little tagging AoE slow, oh, it's rough. Randuin's by Bwipo. I mean, I guess it's actually not half bad because Viego, the way Viego itemized, and it's kind of expect how Viego itemizes, and he's gonna eat a lot of damage from Viego. Not the worst. It does suck that he's on 1 core DPS item though, because he's not going to be like nearly as threatening. Successful defense. Okay, finally, we got something going for us. So, you know, Dragon's up in 320, right? Dragon's up in 320, so be it. You're second on the mid wave, whatever. They're clearing wards, so be it. You know, they're able to contest a little bit higher up, and now that they have the rumble, so it's a little switcheroo, right? You know, they're hovering this side, but they have this guy's pushing this, so naturally now they're gonna hover into this. So now you're prepping to defend this side, so you're going back and forth, seesaw, seesaw, right? Inspired's here, cool. Oh look, they're gonna contest our red. Okay, so now we're gonna move into this plan, how to defend this. Where's Maple? I think Maple moved that way.
From their secondary turret, he meets Aja pushed the bottom lane all the way back there.
It's a good good way, W. Good QW. So he's a little late. They dip off, and then they reinitiate on the Urgot. Rumble ulti's really fucking good. Ooh, man, I wonder, actually. Oh, fuck, dude. I need to look at this Azir for a second. Oh, dude. Dude, this is actually so... What does Azir have? What does Azir have? What are his items? Okay, so he's full DPS, pretty much. Oh, man, there is some risk that Azir could take here that might kill him, but also could make him literally win the fight super hard. So, look. Inspired's popping Mawar to kind of give him some space. They do know these guys are late to this play, so I actually don't think he has to do this yet. It's a little early. So this is gone, right? So no Mawar. Somehow as... Dude, what the fuck, Maple? Just run. You're not going to get hit by it. Oh, whatever. If he gets hit by it, so be it. Not the end of the world. Once this shit happens, I think he WQs already. These guys have flashes, right? Flash. Masu is... I think Masu should drop the wave at this point and rotate over sooner. Don't think he should use his E here. He should definitely, like fuck this shit. Like, he should be a little bit more present here just in case. Because he's a little late. Granted, him being a little late actually ends up being a benefit towards, like, what we're gonna see. But assuming he doesn't get hit by this, whatever, even if he does get hit by it, this is happening, this is coming out, and naturally he's already trying to DPS Whippo, but there's no pressure on him right now, right? So personally, I don't think he needs to use his Q yet. I think you can literally walk up and throw your soldier and just kind of like assess the situation, you know? And if he does that, because he uses his Q here, I don't know if he has another soldier, but if he does, and he crosses over and shuffles these guys back, like, yeah, Masu's probably gonna throw R on, like, this guy. He probably will die. But I'm so curious to know if he does that to these guys and they're placed here, this guy's gonna come around and fucking cook everyone. Yeah, Masu might be able to kill one. Like, he might be able to get one. But I think if he does this, if this guy does this play, they might, like, almost everyone might just die. It's not a bad look by PSG. It's just like, you know, once this thing comes out and like Azir's kind of like in the R range, like, yeah, he would have to do it before Renata can do the Renata R. The Renata R was fucking massive as shit. And then this is here. This is here. There's so much shit in front of them. They can't fight. So it's like, it has to be a quick play, and then all the play passives just like spike. Pretty good defense by FlyQuest. Even though I think there's ways that PSG actually could maneuver that and make it a lot better. Especially again, because the equalizer was so fucking good. It was a really good like defense after the fact that like, oh, we just got like wombo comboed, but they didn't fully commit to it, so now let's punish them. So, okay, all right, cool, sick. We like that. We definitely like that.
they need.
I mean, man, I mean, like, Dragon's coming up. Like, so after they defend this play, right, they need to get some vision on the Baron. Busio has 2 wards, and what was the outcome? So we're coming from base. Rumble's dead for 15. Urgot would probably go straight top typically. Maokai is on Krugs, which I can't imagine him farming something that matters at this point. Dude, oh man, you know what this kind of... You know what this kind of situation is? It's fat, but the thing is, these guys need to base. I think it's okay for Urgot or someone to push out bot in this time frame. But he should base. Here, let's do it this way. Base, oh god, terrible writing. Base, 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 base. You can shove. S. Shove. Hey, it's my initials. But I feel like it should be this way. And you give up this mid wave, so like obviously you're playing on the next mid wave. But keep in mind, if he's dead for 40, everyone here has the base anyways. He needs the base, she needs the base. Viego could technically do his bot camps and be fine. And Azir will most likely shove this out, like I said. And then he'll take a late base. So you could be ahead of the game. Like, so the entire time, if we were looking at how this map was being played, like, the first round here, or whatever you want to call it, of the map, it was PSG favored, right? Oh, God. It was PSG favored. Then, you know, because FlyQuest successfully defended this, right? Defense by Fly. Now FlyQuest has control. They have control of the next situation. But it looks like they're just all really late to the map, or it's like something happened, in which case it kind of switches back to PSG, which is just not, like, acceptable, to say the least. Like the fact I'm looking at the map, and this is the vision that FlyQuest has coming from base, that makes no fucking sense to me at all. Literally makes no sense to me that this is how, like, this played out afterwards. So once again, this just comes down to the fact that people need to realize that if you're farming for something, you better be farming for something. Like, this I don't like this. I would have preferred having more vision, more established situation on the map by FlyQuest. I mean, like, this guy bought a tonic. Like, are you fucking kidding me? This is what we got from all this. Because now what's awkward about this is that they didn't really successfully, like, what should have happened is they should have successfully gained some control of this. So that when they hit their next base, so like, look, the first base is them getting Baron, like, vision, right? Then on the second base, this is them getting the Dragon vision. And then possibly if there's enough time, then this is them, like, 100%. Oops, that is a terrible way to write this. 100% Dragon. Because in the end, PSG is going to try to overtake this a little bit, right? Like, they're going to try to clear the vision because they have to do it themselves. Okay, but now you have Dragon vision, so now PSG has to try to take over this. Granted, now this gives you the chance to get 100% Dragon vision or to be able to pressure Baron a little bit in this sense too. So now you have the actual good play after all these rounds where it's this. And yet FlyQuest fucked up this, and now they don't have this, and this is not an option. Like, holy shit! Not good. Not good at all. And that does, in part place, it's on Inspired, and it's on him. It's on these two in the end. And Busio, to me, has really... I think he can do better with the vision, and I also will acknowledge the fact that Inspired has also been slacking on keeping this shit up too. And keep in mind, even though he wants to farm camps, dude, it is what it is. Remember what I said at the beginning of the game? When Viego had, like, it was like 55 CS to... Actually, no, it was actually a little bit closer then. It was like 118 CS to, I want to say, like, 90 for this guy. I told you it was going to just get worse. It was just going to get worse. Now it's really bad. This guy literally has 3 good fucking items, by the way. Like, these are 3 great items, and Inspired has 2 poverty items. So no control. No control. You're walking up. You want Whipple to get hooked. Whipple is the one you want to get hooked. So you just need to make sure you're like... Whipple's just running forward still. These guys just need to stack at each other. Flash and flash. So they can dodge shit, okay. There's no vision here. You have 1 shitty sapling. You get a secondary sapling. It looks okay. Jensen is pressuring this guy, which doesn't make sense. I prefer if Renata... So I prefer if these 2 actually stay in this location and Renata slowly walks this way, because she can actually deal with things better. Also, she can use the wall as a vision gate, because they can't see it as well. And this would look a little bit better. And then that way, if they try to commit, then these guys are more ready to actually fuck with this guy. And these guys are like untouchable. So if these guys are dying, these guys are untouchable. They go in. Jensen is now in the range and focus of Junjia, which is like annoying. Use the Q. But Jensen has to save his fear now. So here's the thing. Jensen is now in a position where even though like he successfully is like pushing this guy out, he can't like just commit his E this way, because now this guy can focus him. If he was here, he could do whatever the fuck he want. He could literally just throw his E and like root this guy and go all out. And he should just R this guy, by the way. Like, to me, if you do catch the Nautilus out, just kill him. Kill the guy right away. Do whatever the fuck you can to get 1 pick, because you're playing with Urgot. He gets hooked. You're playing slow. Jensen is getting, or Inspired's getting absolutely fucked, because he also W's. Why does he W? I mean, he just needs to, like, chill out. So he has to flash away. Oh, fuck. That was almost terrible. Well, one, it's definitely bad for him to hook here. Let's say that. It's definitely bad for Woody to just hook in before saying anything else. I also will say that for sure Betty could just hit this guy. Like, if this guy commits flash, he can never commit flash on Betty. It's just not a thing. So Betty should be in a position to actually like, and yeah, there's like a sapling, so he doesn't want to like run into it. So I'm not telling him to do that, but Betty should be like poised to fuck with this shit. So this breaks, walks in. He's kind of like going in and out a little bit. Maybe it's not the worst by Betty. Maybe I'm being too mean. It seemed like he played around the sapling pretty well. It's a good Nautilus R. Oh, Masu got himself in range of it. Oh, he aimed for Maple. I think... So I think the problem for me in this situation is that Woody actually is inting. Even though, like I said, I prefer if Jensen was not here and Renata was here. Because I think this actually would be way more beneficial for them. Regardless of that, I really do think this guy just needs to commit his R onto Betty. And, like, they can commit their CDs to this guy. I mean, obviously, if he lives, it's going to be problematic. But, I mean, the whole point is that he doesn't live because you have so much CC. Because then Maokai can commit W. You have the R, and then you R this way. So then these guys have to run. And, yeah, you kill him. And he's going to be dead for, what, 30 seconds plus? Surely we could do it then at that point. 1, 2, save this, save this. Should maybe be doable still. But regardless, let's say they don't want to do that, okay? Let's say they just want to poke him and not even commit. Okay, well, then obviously Inspired never actually, like, moves any further. He doesn't W. He just Qs him or something like that. Maybe Whippo, like, flips him or something. I don't know. Keep in mind, Whippo's going to eat shit for doing that. So it's not like Whippo really wants to commit his E either. So it's kind of like a stalemate situation, which is going to benefit PSG, because if they stalemate, like, if Maokai just runs away, doesn't commit W, and then Whippo can't commit E, so he runs back this way, you didn't gain any ground. Like, nothing was done. Maybe, like, the best play you could look for is that Renata actually flash Q surprises Maple, which is possible, too, by the way. And maybe that actually can kill him. And that's probably like the most, like the best situation I could see out of this. But other than that, it's like he eats shit, and now Bwipo's like, okay, well now I'm getting kind of railed, so like I gotta run. He flashes away, and nothing happens. Like, like that was FlyQuest's timer to commit their ultis, like a few ultis to try to kill Nautilus, and they didn't. And now they got nothing, so they lost the dragon. So they couldn't fight for the dragon at all, and they can't fight for the Baron at all. Holy fucking shit! Oh my god! Oh my god! This makes no sense, because literally when they were playing Urgot, they were doing this exact style of where they would commit CDs to one-shot one person, and if they kill him with the fear, Urgot can flash forward and actually pressure correctly. But they just don't do it. They're not even doing it this game. Like, they're not even doing the thing they literally did just, like, 2 or 3 days ago. So, like, what the fuck happened? What actually happened to this team? Because Bwipo did everything right there. Bwipo can't do anything else there. Like, Inspired inted, and then also Jensen semi-inted with his, like, his positioning. But even then, like, the Jensen inting positioning, like, the Viego didn't recommit to the guy, which, to be honest, if he did, holy shit, that actually would have been really bad for them. Like, Junjia could have actually done so much more towards, like, making FlyQuest, like, fucked in that situation, but he didn't. That's so fucked. It's so fucked. Well, based on this game, I would assume Inspired's gonna run a carry pick now, because he can't really... Like, he can't really do much else. Like, if he's not gonna, like... If they're not gonna do anything with the Maokai, and it was a good Maokai game, like, he should, like, definitely pick Maokai. And you gotta do something, like, else, right? So... That sucked. That game sucked. So this time they banned Senna. And what, we're still first picking Varus? I guess so. Azir. So we're first picking Azir. Wow. So he does have an Aesol, and they do take the Callista. Funny enough, this would be an opportunity in which, like, they probably should aim the lane swap this time. Like, they could take a different AD pick than this, too, to actually commit to it, but they're taking Varus, and what? They're gonna steal away... I mean, keep in mind, if they steal away the Renata, then they're gonna go Nico. So, that's the only downside to all this. So they're taking the Nico before they can, which means now they take Ashe. Ballista Ashe. Right? They could also go Rumble here, and just grab Rumble support. There is a world that they can do Nautilus, which I mean is fine. But I'm just trying to think if they actually want to go the more aggressive route. Really? Okay. Now this is interesting. So, again, two AD junglers are already banned, and they take the third, right? So now there's even less options, and they already have kind of like a surplus of AP, so like it's a bad Maokai game. Like they can't go Maokai, so it has to be an AD jungle. Interesting. And he has what? He has Nautilus, technically Renata, if he really wanted to commit to it still. Rumble. Oh, and Ashe. Sorry. My most preferred ones are definitely like these two. I probably prefer these the most. Though I would think this might be like less ideal per se. They'll probably ban the Urgot, by the way. Like, I can imagine them just banning the Urgot just because it's like... Maybe you save the Urgot ban for here and not do it on an opening. And you probably want to ban... I mean, you probably do want to ban Rumble, no? I mean, you might just ban Rumble, or ban Viego yourself. Because now Viego is actually decent. Especially because they could take a top laner that like helps like improve the Viego pick. So Viego ban seems pretty good. If I care about Sejuani, it's fine, but it's not actually as good in this game because of Acel's in the game. Viego seems like the best ban. What's FlyQuest want to ban? Well, probably mostly 80s. If they ban TF, then they're obviously fishing for Urgot. They ban Sejuani? Interesting. Honestly, I really thought like that would not matter as much. So they'll probably ban Urgot knowing that TF is banned. Yep, that was pretty expected, and they knew that was going to happen. And so their preferred ban was Nautilus. And here comes the Ashe. That was literally my most preferred pick here. Like, to me. Ooh! Okay, so we get the Rumble too. That works too. Literally, that is perfectly fine with me. So we get a Rumble. And it's a flex, which that is probably the more dangerous part about them having Rumble, is just that it's a flex. So if the matchup turns out well for top lane, they'll roll it there, and they can still pick up the Ashe or something like that. Renekton, which is bold because obviously if you pick Renekton, it's not actually that great into Rumble. So they're literally choosing a disadvantaged matchup in top lane versus Ozzy. And then they get the Viego, which is literally like what they want. So I mean, what else could have you chosen top lane? It's too bad he sucks at Camille, man. Like, Camille actually isn't half bad at all. Like, especially against these champions, it's pretty fucking OP. But unfortunately, he cannot play that champion. And I don't think many people are playing it anyways because they're fatal lane swaps. Renekton. Is there really anything else he could have played here? I mean, it's just difficult because Rumble, like... The Rumble flex is just really obnoxious. It's really just super obnoxious. So they're gonna keep Rumble top probably, and then pick what? I actually could see them not picking Ashe now though, just because it is Viego. Oh, they do still do it. Okay, alright. So literally, ideally to me, even though I could see there being some risk on having Ashe with this comp, because like this is like a full like early game comp, like we're gonna try to like roll you, right? But Ashe and Rumble were literally my favorite picks in bot lane that they could have done. And funny enough, they got, well, both. And I don't know. That seems egregious. Like I feel like Nautilus was definitely not like the concern. Especially if you're playing Nico. Like, because like, I'm just thinking to myself, like, Nico can always pretty much just, like, avoid the hook, which is, like, not a big issue. But here we are. And they should anticipate that they're gonna lane swap. Like, it's pretty obvious they're gonna want to lane swap. Because, like, all these matchups are not good for them. So they're just invading. It's super fucking simple. You know, the Rumble is looking to, like, fish on this guy a little bit. Gets nothing. The Viego is moving to get this, just in case he needs to dive top. Personally, I would prefer him just finishing out the bot camps, especially because Rumble is like moving late in the bot side, so it's pretty obvious that like this is not like you don't need to do these camps right away. And you probably don't want to do them right away either, because then it's gonna be a better spawn timer for Shanjia. Alright, well, there we go. Also, oof, man. 3 plays. So they're still farming this, and now they're late on bases, so now the advantage is in FlyQuest side, which is good. This is good. And the wave is building out top, so now they can actually play on the Rumble. This is good. Viego should go straight top if he can. And this guy should do his best to hold. He's gonna ward. Technically... Oh man, I wonder. When did Viego base? I mean, Viego does have to do this, that's for sure. Like, he actually does have to come bot, just in case, because they're swapping this way. Granted, they could have just kept hitting top.
I just should just TP, I think.
And catch?
Yeah, I think he can just catch this whole wave. The important part is the timing.
Yep.
He is also right, technically. But he can't TP too early. That's like the main risk, is just like he's afraid of dying. So maybe it's fine in the end that PSG does it this way. And Maple's like not getting anything on mid, by the way, so... Nice. Nice. They know they're gonna swap. Like, the second he starts hitting this way, they should probably not fuck with this wave. Funny enough, Rumble actually could slow eat this wave, and these guys could base head towards top already, if they wanted to. They also could just match and come back bot, but then it becomes a wave trading scenario, which is not exactly what you want, while their top laner is still benefiting, so... And then Viego hits B. Viego hits B. It was a little delayed for him. Also, technically, Viego actually could have ran top and done the crab, and then been ready to actually fight the Rumble, which would have been really nice, because again, so many people showed on bot. I was thinking, man, fuck, if this guy's top lane, he could get the Rumble flash, he could fuck with them, and they could freeze top, and then build that out for Grub's timer. Like, there is definitely an avenue where like FlyQuest could have done more, but Inspired opted to do his secondary bot camps, and yeah, it looks like nothing bad happened bot either, because they took a base and they slow built bot. And it's not like they're never gonna dive this, by the way. So it's a cannon wave, and they wanted to build this wave. Cannon wave, right? Yeah, it's a cannon wave. So technically, they could try to shove this out, and then try to free hit a little bit. They could also shove it out and actually base themselves, but they would fuck with Whippo, so he probably doesn't necessarily want that to happen. But it would actually align really well with Inspired. Like, if they fast shove this, fast shove this wave, base, start heading towards top, Whippo eats this, gets the XP, gets a buy, TP's bot, tries to defend this if he wants to, but this guy's gonna hit B next, and then he's gonna come topside for these camps and for this. And then you're pretty strong overall for this situation. Granted, they are going to eat the full bot turret, though. That's the only thing that's going to be really bad about that situation, is that they will eat the full bot turret on the next, like, round to come through. Ooh. Well, that's pretty expected. I mean, Zunjia didn't waste much time. He literally did his Raptors and Wolves, and unlike, you know, unlike previous situations where, you know, he's like really focused on the camps, and he still is focused on the camps, he takes the opportunity so they can actually contest this. And I mean, it is what it is, you know, like, it's just the nature of their champions. And yeah, I mean, he missed the E, lost a ton of HP because he missed the E. It's not the worst though. It's not the worst for FlyQuest though. I mean, he got the grubs, he's looking for some camps. He's able to find some camps. So Viego's in a good spot. Their bot lane is like eating some shit, but it's not the worst still. Oh god. Oh god. Holy fuck, that is one way to lose the game, huh? Because the Viego takes the Krugs, and so he naturally needs to go back bot side to align himself with his bot bases. And if he does this as well, like, he's gonna get a nice buy. They're gonna be able to contest the bot side a lot better. They're gonna be able to hit the plates. All in all, not the worst. Whippo can literally take his base here too after cheating this wave. This guy has to clear this still, and like I said, all in all, it's not the worst. It's not the worst situation. Like Renekton literally would be able to get the next wave top and be able to build that, and then you can maybe look for a dive or something like that. In this case, you know, if they were gonna do this and this is already like going, they just need to go now. Like, I don't know what they're waiting for, but they need to just go now. Like, go. Like, once he let this wave fall through, just start walking at him and go. But they wait a long time. Like, he gets to like almost do a full flame spitter on this. Really good equalizer. And they position better? Oh man, I mean, it's just so fucking awkward because so Rumble could in theory walk more into the turret and maybe that's what they're thinking of, but he just, like, the way he positions it, like, oh man, double flash. And then so they feel like they need to go for this play. I don't know if Jensen said anything, because Jensen could be like, guys, Acel can go top, don't go, Acel can go top, don't go. But they fucking go. And then it's like, oh man, it's so bad because you know what's so fucking annoying? Inspired had tempo on the map. Like, if you look at how this would have gone, like I said, they would have based top. He would have gone down here, he could have gone his camps, they would have built the wave, they would have gone bot control, this guy would have gone top, this guy would have to base, he would have to control. They actually would have both side waves control. And you know who's doing well? This fucker. This fucker is actually doing well in a counter matchup. Fuck. Are you kidding me? How frustrating. Great boss though. Holy shit. You know, that's you know, I'm making sure I'm complimenting PSG as well while these situations are going through. Great fucking job, dude. I mean, he played it the best he could have. Literally. Rough. Oh man. Alright, well, let's see what Inspired does after that situation. So Inspired did his full bot camps, and his bot lane literally got to build one wave. And you know his fucking air? Jungia. My man literally did, what did he even do? He did like just his Gromp. This guy got a good trade and he's already moving in to fight 1v1. Holy fucking shit, he really is. Because he did his bot camps here. So naturally you would think he would go to his red after this. I think he already did his red. Okay, that's the important thing to know. So he did his red, his Raptors. And then he came into bot side, did the crab, and now he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and just blindly check to see if anyone's here. Technically, Viego should, like, help get some vision here at this point. Like, he shouldn't go upwards, even though he can. He should probably help get this control. He has a pink ward, get a pink ward down on the map, but he doesn't do that. He just goes up and just like, okay, hope you guys are okay, good luck. And, you know, none of the vision is settled. Bot lane can't play aggressively now because it's like we really can't. Nico takes a base for what? To refresh her wards? It's not gonna do shit though. I mean, like, the Nico plays. Oh, the trinket. He used the one trinket. Also, Nico didn't even have sweeper yet. It's kind of funny. So now they can't touch this wave. And then naturally, oh my fucking god, dude. That's not even Masu's fault. It's literally this dumbass's fault and his fault. Literally the mid to the jungle support in this series has been atrocious. Atrocious. Like, when did he get his support of evolution? It's not for a while, right? Like, he just got it, didn't he? Huh, that was my whiteboard. I was wondering what the hell that sound was. So, he just got his support ward now. So, obviously he wants to get it, but it's not the time to do it yet. Because if he does it now, they can't contest the wave at all. And keep in mind, it's hard to contest the wave anyways. Like, you don't want your Nico to be late on this situation. And, I mean, there's no way he would have known that mid would have, like, ate this shitty trade either. You know what I mean? Like, you know, there's no way he would have been like, oh, our mid's, like, really fucked. So, we're a play. So, I guess it's also on Jensen, too. Is this, like, everything is just, like, the worst timing ever. Because with the wards they have, and I don't know why there's a ward. Why did he place a lane ward? Like, I would have at least placed a ward behind myself, or at least in the lane, like in the brush, not where it is now. But yeah, him not being there is really bad, and I think they knew he didn't do, because he channeled his base with this, and then I think this pink ward's in the alcove. I think. He just clears it down. I think it's in the alcove. I don't know. Honestly, in the end, like, as much as I want to pin this on Busio, because I mean, obviously the timing is bad. Like, if you can't contest the bot wave, at least, like, be present with Nico so they can't just, like, walk up and auto zone you. Like, that would have been nice. But regardless of that, Jensen eating that trade and then Inspired never helping get control in the first place and just depending on them to just figure it out. Oh, it's so rough. And I can't blame Masu for this. Like, how do I... Like, yeah, ideally he would flash this, but keep in mind, if he flashes, Junjia is on his fucking ass. Like, what the fuck's he supposed to do? Like, okay, I'll flash this, then he's gonna start hitting me, and then I'm gonna Verisar. I guess he does have to... I mean, I guess in theory, he probably does live if he flashes this, and he shouldn't die this way. But the fact that they're in a position where they're getting fucked, like, they're getting fucked anyways. Like, keep that in mind. Like, they're definitely getting fucked in this situation no matter what. So be it. So be it. Oh, they get out in time, too. This is really rough.
It's just such a big difference here where they made really good adjustments in the first series, where it seems like FlyQuest kind of leading the pass and they keep doing overchase plays, trying to force like the same way they won last time around.
Nice. They're playing this pretty well, actually. Like, naturally they're getting the grubs, right? And they have vision. Jensen's like trying to get vision for himself, but like there's just to no avail, right? Like, where's Nico? Nico has 3 wards here, right? 3 wards, and Nico's the one that's moving up top first, I believe. So this is Busio, and so this is already gone. So naturally, Busio, with his goal, is to get defensive vision. He based with... Dude, he got no vision for top, and he just went into bot side. So you're full sacking top side with plates up, and you know you can't get anything bot because they have equalizer. So this is, again, there's just like a huge fucking issue with how these guys play for vision and control. Like, this guy's getting no fucking help. He's all alone, and so he's trying to do this alone. Meanwhile, Busio's just like, okay, I'm gonna maybe go get some vision for bot side, by the way. It's like, there's still top side. There's still plates. We're not progressing mid. We're not progressing bot. If you want to try to force a dive on Rumble with equalizer, okay, have fun. You're not going to get anything off of it. So, like, you have to answer this situation. They don't. And so Jensen, like, what Jensen pretty much has to do is just ward this and then just fucking sit back and just get dicked. Really. Like, literally, it's just that. That's all it is. But, dude, these guys are just not helping each other. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Like, look at this. Look, we're doing the bot dive, and yeah, he has fucking equalizer. It doesn't do anything. They got mid controlled, so now they're gonna roll down into bot and possibly pressure you. Okay, well, we used equalizer, so, you know, okay, well, that's our advantage. We forced them to use equalizer, now we can go for a fight. And yeah, Jensen TP top in a situation where you want to fight for Dragon. So now they know this, so they're all following through with Junjia. He just hits B. Good. I mean, no, it's good because he has item. That's good. So now they're stalling for Junjia. Busio actually is, I feel like this actually probably is not bad by Busio to do this. At least like if you want to get the dragon at all, you would do this. But I mean, he's full committing his body. You get one. Yeah, Inspired didn't know what the fuck he wanted to do there. But here's the problem with this play. Even though I actually don't like, it's an interesting idea because if you want to salvage this play, is the best thing you can do. But you're going into a 5v4, like you know this 100%. Masu has to go here. He can't go here. He has to go here. So I'm curious. You know, if Masu actually had the guess that once he's going in, like he has two options. You know, either Busio commits his body here and it becomes really weird, and then they try to play on the Rumble here and one-shot his ass. Which, I mean, to be honest, maybe that's better. Because he could start popping his R and try to kill the Rumble. And maybe they can one-shot the Rumble, but I mean, Busio's basically dead. Oh, it's so fucking awkward, man. It's so awkward. Inspired also could be going in the same positioning. You know what? If Inspired was actually at least half decent on his champion, he probably could E this and then W and just like go over with the Q. But even then, like, Flippo's like super fucked here. Oh, did he stun the wrong person? Dude, I think he stunned the wrong person. How funny is that? Wait, who flashed? Did he still get his flash off? What the fuck? Ash is in this. Oh, I see. He got Callista pulled. I was like, dude, where the fuck did the Ash go? Like, so he stuns in Zhao. At this point, he should go E backwards, I feel like. Ooh, it's a good Callista art coming back. And then they did kill Maple. I don't know, the look, I'm trying to like watch this a lot because like the look is not half bad. Like it really isn't. And at this point, I'm just curious, can he chase these guys, the duo lane? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, I don't know. The look, I could see the wombo combo look in which this could actually change the fight completely. I really can see it a little bit. But like, you have to be pretty fucking good to do this based on what Jensen did by TPing top. You really have to see it correctly. But oh man, I'm really trying my best to see the best. Like, I'm really trying to see the best out of that situation. Callista pull was good. The Callista R timing coming back out was really good by Woody. Ozzy had again just like a great positioning, and I don't know. Callista, I mean, like, if the Ashe died, you know, if the Ashe could actually die in that situation, that play was really good. I think it's just the fact that the Ashe can't die, that's why it's bad. If there was no Kaliar and she dies and you get 2 picks like that, you're off to the races. The play is fine. Oh, okay. I mean, like, what the fuck? So, hold on. So we're pushing out bot as Azir. We have no vision on top side. But whatever the case, Busio is just going bot for a one-off pick. while we're also trying to 1v2 like defend top, and then we're like, okay, you know what, we can kill this guy, we can kill him. And then it's just like they have the TP play, and then so he just randomly kills himself. And I guess Busio covered bot at least. So in this case, if you're gonna do this, like, just give up the top turret. Like, why are you making a play on top side? If you're gonna send Busio bot, don't try to make two things happen at the same time. But they do. Then they hit mid turret. Okay, so be it. And he missed, but then Busio went too far forward and he doesn't have flash, so then he dies. And then of course they're taking back bot, and then this guy is shoving out bot, but then like he's stuck. They at least kill this guy, but then this guy gets, oh my god, this is a fucking mess. Because Azir doesn't do this next wave. Azir just dips. It is what it is. But he puts himself in this position, and then you're like, okay, we're gonna Renekton TP because we're gonna try to defend this guy. And it's a good idea by him, actually. And Junjie kills him, but Junjie is definitely dead in this situation. And then Masu's trying to follow this play. But the one thing Masu, like, I know Masu wants to help them, but this is their own fucking thing. Like, you already know these guys are rotating. So if you, like, it's gonna be really hard for you to join this fight anyways. You have no R, you have no mana. Like, it's just an experience thing. Like, he just should never commit to this. So Masu should have finished out this wave. Maybe he should have actually dipped and gone to the bot wave even, because someone actually has to cover that. But nope, he dies, and then these guys are still chasing like fucking idiots. And then Rumble takes the full top turret. Oh man, dude! Holy shit! Holy shit, it is a full fucking mental collapse. That is crazy. The plays they're making are just so fucking dumb. Like, this is like some scrim shit. Like, this is the kind of shit where, like, you know, things are just not going your way, so now you just start throwing your body with no reason. Really good fucking Asher, dude. Fuck me. I mean, he knows he's on this side, and so Masu shouldn't contest the wave. I mean, this is... Okay, I'll be honest. This is obviously bad by him, because if Woody gets in range and he pulls him over, like, Masu is in trouble no matter what. The only thing that matters is if he knows where his allies are and if his allies have revealed themselves. Oh. Yeah, he can't do this. They know that Nico was on bot side because of the Renekton image right down here. You see this? So because of this situation, he can't contest this because they know, yeah, Nico's not here to back him up. Now, could Viego be here? Sure, whatever, but that's like really not an issue. So he's definitely alone here. And oh, man, how fucking rough. Oh, how rough. Okay, so Inspired's able to get a flank around, and so they're approaching from bot side. The dragon's on left side, so it's literally impossible to get the dragon. That's a guarantee. The Rumble ulti's okay. Probably could be a little bit better, but pretty good. So they walk through the Rumble ulti and lose like half their health. Lippo sees the angle. He has what? He has flash. This guy has no flash. Acel, really good. Okay, great fucking look. If Acel doesn't get his ulti off, even better. Still got his ulti off though. Damn. Ah, man, they needed to one-shot this guy. Nico has flash. 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 He needs to just fucking pop R and flash. If he flashes with R, even if he's like here, it will hit everyone here. And that's enough. It's not going to be the biggest thing, but you need to full commit your body to this situation. Because you're depending too much on these guys to like finalize this. And where's Azir? Dude, Azir shouldn't be here. How much not? So they have the knowledge to know that these guys are leaning here. This is spooky. Whipple pinks it though, so now they're cleared. Dude, he needs to just go around. Low key, this is actually so winnable for FlyQuest. Yeah, even though they're getting shit on, it's actually semi-winnable because these guys have no vision here, right? And he has to run away because this guy's here. So if Azir went this way and had a positioning to extend into them while he... Because, like, they're letting this guy just slip through, by the way. Once he slips through, like, who fucking covers him? Like, I guess Woody needs to run this way to kind of meet him. Then they stick on this, and it is what it is, right? Like, Junjia, like, can't really do much here because, like, these guys are rolling up, so it's like, okay, I kind of need to back up too. So all in all, FlyQuest is doing a literal good job to, like, make them go, like, into this zone. Really, they are. So if I look at Woody, Woody's not reacting to the Viego. So this is already like, oh, fuck, okay. Ozzy gave up on trying to contest this guy. Oh, fuck, okay. And, you know, they kind of realize, like, oh, fuck, this is not good. Like, they're, like, kind of all like this. So he throws Rumble ulti down. Again, this could be a little bit better because, like, if he's laying it on top of them, but if he lays it ahead of them, then it, like, kind of stops these guys from moving all together. And this is the only fucking reason that, like, this goes well at all. This guy actually is kind of doing a great job at this. This guy doesn't have Ashar either. Holy fuck, he doesn't have Ashar either. Well, Maple obviously might have to anticipate, like, throwing his R. But I don't know if he's going to actually realize these guys are just going to flash like this shit. Probably not. So it's not exactly really on him, but it's just the fact that the ASLR got off is just the fucking worst. Because look, Inspired takes over, then he gets slammed, so he's dead. And the Rumble actually has... Oh man, the Rumble has Sonya's too. Fucking rough. Jensen cannot... No! No! Fuck! Jensen cannot, I was gonna say, Jensen cannot commit his body here because they're all stunned. So just throw your abilities out, don't full commit, and fight it out. But he full commits, so now he's fucked. Oh man, dude, that was actually winnable. Fuck, it was actually winnable. Even though they're down so much, it was actually winnable. Now this game is just beyond measure. Like, I'm no more stoppage. Fuck it, we're just letting it play through. This game's super fucking over. But this was like a last attempt kind of thing to me. Like, it was a really good look by Bwipo and Viego, technically. It was really good. Master did the right thing. I mean, it's not like he's gonna do anything else. I mean, he's like 0-5, but it's not like an 0-5 in part to his, like, mistakes. Like, maybe 2 of the deaths are on him, and the 3 other deaths are, well... Okay, 3 of the deaths. 3 out of 5 deaths are on him. But the rest of it, like... I mean, a lot of it stems from just, like, this other dumb shit. Like, they're trying to defend top side, but, and, like, go through side, but it doesn't work. This guy just dies to ASOL. Fuck. And even though Bwipo, like, fucked up at times, like, at least he's still making some pretty good fucking plays. Jensen doesn't have, like, a read for, like, anything. Like, at all. Like, for an international stage and, like, outplaying individuals who actually will make good plays, he's not really doing shit. But that was kind of expected. Like, no one should find it unexpected that this is, like, Jensen's peak. Fuck. Man, I got so... Oh, man, I'm so tilted watching this series, though. I'm so tilted watching this. How depressing is it to know that you literally could be winning these games, but...
It was a little 15 and a half. Definitely feeling confident here. All the power of the Cosmos. And looking like an improving should just come in. This guy, being around experience for Loyota, now he chance to show his team come through. The last inhibitor on the line, arrow flies through the dodge from Lucio. But still an unknown situation. The last inhibitor looks like dropping the other arrow, nothing looks triangle while PSG hold on to that. Sky's descend. Every in the world. Oh! Archer stands and just churns damaging. He's quite able to take note of something. But his one on the was. Like now again, the face of comes through. Quickly splits takes him out. 3 minutes left standing, but the Spring Kings, the PCS that never is down outside the PSG. And the Sky's descend will knock away FlyQuest. Will move the main stage, get revenge. The last team golden guardian.
That's it.
An impressive bounce.
That's it, man.
Massive adaptation from the previous series against FlyQuest.
That's fucking it. I don't know. I'm just like, it's just going through my brain, like,
They were left out of sorts.
aww, poor Masu.
They were left.
He's just looking at it just like, fuck me, man. Like, it is true. So even though he's young, you know, it's his rookie year, it's his first time going to international, so like, you shouldn't feel too bad about it not working out. It's true that you only get so many opportunities to show yourself internationally. I mean, look at JoJo. Like, JoJo's team, after the first year, he doesn't even get to, like, show himself. Even though he's so good, he doesn't get to show himself. So, you can't waste opportunities like this. So for FlyQuest, obviously, it's a huge waste because in the end, they failed to even get a chance to play, like, true best-of series versus the top teams in the world. And if they were able to do that, oh my god, it'd be invaluable. But they failed. So yeah, pretty rough. MVP of this series. Who the hell do I give it to, man? Well, okay, how about this? MVP for... Let's do it this way. Who is the MVP of Game 1? I mean, Bwipo Urgot was very good. I'll say that. Bwipo Urgot was really good. This year got to do some counterplays. Is it Betty? Is it Betty? Dude, I also forgot that Woody actually... Was it Woody? No, it was Bert. Sorry. I was thinking of Loud's support, who actually had kind of a killer Nautilus game. It might be Junjia for that game. But he kind of just cleared and did his thing. I feel like for game 2, it's not Acel. I know that. For sure it's not Acel. I don't think it's Junjia either in this game, though he actually did do some of the right things. It's either Woody or AZ. This guy actually did kill it on Rumble. So he, regardless of one of these two games, I think he does deserve to be mentioned for like an MVP candidate. For game 1, it's like, shit. Who would I give it to? I feel like I want to give it to him, honestly. Based on how this went, or Betty. Like, I feel like one of these two definitely makes the most sense. And then for the series, it's tough. Honestly, it's pretty tough. Like I feel like they just played better as a team overall. And though I think this guy made good decisions, kind of like throughout, you know what? I'm going to do this for fun. I'm going to give it to him for fun. And I'm saying I'm giving it to him for fun because in the end of the day, his Rumble did a lot. He was really annoying. And yeah, like it's for sure like probably between these two for me in the end. Just good shit. For FlyQuest, dude, it's just like, for me, like Bucio's play, his Renata Rs, some of the Renata Rs and timings were actually good. Like fighting wise, like you can tell like that's definitely his forte, but like this whole vision aspect is just so atrocious that he doesn't look like a real support to me. Like to me, it looks like he's just a player with hands and that's about it. So he needs way more experience. He needs to be thinking about the game in a lot grander scheme than like how he is now, or else he's just kind of a useless player. Jensen, like, I mean, I view him as an NPC, and this is like kind of true. Like, he's just not for ever international experience and fighting. It's just not gonna work out. For NA, it's actually fine just because like our mids are not the best, and our teams are not necessarily the best at fighting either. So like he kind of gets away with a lot of shit. So, but like going further out, this is it. Like, this is not going to get any better. Inspired was actually pretty depressing. He was pretty depressing this series. Like, he's not working, like, not helping. Like, I think this is like the best thing I could say is that he's just not helping. Like, he's not helping as much as he could have in these games, and they don't look like a fucking team. This is not a team. This is literally not a team. Like, the thing with Blippo is Blippo will make bad plays, but then he also makes good plays. Like, for me, at least for this guy, like, I'll put a check mark by him, because to me, I feel like at least he was trying. Like, he was still trying to help teammates. He was still trying to make good plays. And he was trying to think about himself as well. What else can you say? And then for Masu, you know, I think some of his bad habits came up. You know, like some bad habits. But it was okay. This was an okay situation. Honestly, it was okay. But unfortunately, like I said, it's just, I mean, when you have like your entire like your mid support jungle are just absolutely like not helping, the fuck do you do as an AD? It's hard. So that's it, guys. You know, I'm not gonna watch any other games. That was really tilting to watch in the end. Thanks for watching, and well, hopefully NA can show a bit better for, well, the main stage versus TES. Peace.